Okay, we're ready to start the show. Grab your seats.
Yes, it is. Oh, there we go. Nice. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, no, we can do a bit better. How are we doing tonight? We're here. 2025 finals. And we got some of the best rock climbers around here tonight. Give them the seats, Daniel. Here we go.
All right. So, first of all, who here has been to a Honey Dill Style competition before? Pretty good, pretty good. Who here is your first time climbers, attenders? All right. And who here climbed today at some point? Are you sore? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I finished behind Stuart, so it wasn't worth it for me, but I'm sure it was worth it for all of you. Not sore. Dan's not sore too. Wow. All right. Well, for those that are new and those that have been here before, we're going to go over the rules. There are some things that you might notice are a little bit different about this competition compared to the past one. So we've got 6 finalists in open male and open female of each category, and they're each going to climb 3 problems on the wall. Problems are organized F1, F2, F3, M1, M2, M3, somewhere there. And each climber is going to come out and they're going to have 5 minutes to climb the problem. If they can't get to the top in 5 minutes, they don't get the points. You'll notice, Emmanuel, that there are 4 pieces of tape. Do you remember what those are for?
To show you where to climb.
Exactly, to show you where to climb.
Perfect.
4 pieces of tape, 4 limbs. So in order to start a climb, the climber has to have 1 limb on each piece of tape, and the second their foot comes off the ground, they have attempted that climb. At the end of the day, the goal is to get to the top climb. So if you see them making progress, and you see them get to that top tape climb, and you see them touch both hands to it and control it, lose your shit because they got to the top, all right?
Quick question. I can't help but notice there's a line but no rock.
It's a very small rock. Yeah, you want to get up there? Listen. Yeah.
I can see it from here.
Yeah, not exactly a jug. All right. Yeah, so we got some more things to explain, but I think we all are here at the end of the day to watch some climbers, so why don't we bring the climbers out? Climbers, are you ready? I'm going to call you out one at a time.
And let them hear you as well as they come out.
Alrighty, so climbing in the open male category, we've got Tim Lowen. Tim Lowen, come on out. Woo. We got Nolan Swanson. Good. Hunter Goodmanson. Kyle Betsky. And Mustafa Kohadel.
And in the open female competitor, we have Zoe Holland Dewitt, Talia Bertrand Meadows, Carly Lowe, Alex Nolan Dewitt, Tekla Hunter.
Let's hear it for your climbers. All right, so these crushers, if you can believe it, have never seen these routes before. So when they come out and look at these problems, it is going to be their first time ever trying them. So what they get to do now is they get to have 1 minute looking at each of the routes so they can try to suss out the beta and figure out what the hell they're going to do. So if we're ready to do that,
1 minute. Do you think that's going to be enough time?
not enough time for me, but...
Then we get out the way here. Whew. A whole 60 seconds.
they're allowed to touch the start holds, but nothing else.
Okay, so here's my question, okay? Let's say you get to the top.
All right. Hello, everybody in the world, Canada, Earth, wherever you're tuning in from. I am your host for tonight. My name is Stuart Lintott. Hey, everybody. There we go. Hi. So I will be your host for tonight. And yeah, we're in for a good one. A lot of our competitors tonight, this is their first time making it into the finals, except for Hunter Gudmundsson and Carly Lowe. So this is going to be the first time that these guys have ever seen a finals outside of those two. So it's going to be exciting. We got a lot of young guys out there, young women out there who are just like here to have a good time. So here we go. We have everybody out there looking at all the climbs. So they've already taken a look at the first climb there. So we'll pull up men's one. This is the pink one on the right side of the V wing. And so here we have some of the problems. So we got men's one out there. We'll pull up women's one in just a second here. So these are going to be the first problems that they're all going to see. And so this is all of the problems that they're gonna be going out on currently as the first one. And so here we've got the start hold here, and okay. And so anyways, here we have our first hold. They're going to kind of have to do, let me get rid of all that little bit of drawing there. And they got the start hold here, and they're going to start here. And they're going to have to do a big press up to that, and to hopefully eventually get to the top hold there. So let's just move on quickly here to men's two, just to try to keep up with the climbers here, because they're already on about the third climb. Actually, so here's men's two. Okay, this one looks like a very dynamic power. They're going to have to do a big dynamic throw to this hold here, which will be the zone hold. Basically, the idea of a zone hold is that there's going to be a tape mark on when we go to the actual live feed. You'll see a bunch of tape, and I'll explain that in a minute. But that hold that I have circled there is the zone, and so it's like essentially if you get there, that's about like half points or so. Let's go take a quick look at women's two here. At women's two, okay. This is the green one over here. Okay. Oh man, everybody's looking at me right now while I'm trying to talk. Hello, everyone. Okay. You see, I'm hiding back here because I don't want to be on the spotlight. Although I literally have a spotlight on me. But anyways, here's men's two or women's two. Apologies. This one's much more of like a slabby kind of like. Slower kind of climb, so we can expect to see long climbs, but not a lot of attempts here. And then moving into men's three. Well, we got a few minutes until. Okay, moving into men's three. This one, all I have written down is it's going to be magic. Like I don't know. I went over there. This is the only one that I touched the holds on because it didn't make any sense to me, and I have no clue how they're supposed to climb that. So I'm ready to be surprised. We would put up women's three, but they actually made a lot of changes. And so a lot of times actually before the routes go up, they're constantly adjusting, they're constantly fixing, and so women's three actually got changed quite significantly from the picture we took on Thursday. And so those are the climbs. We'll get to see them in a lot more detail as the night progresses and as we move on. But anyways, the climbers will be coming out shortly, we are very excited. This whole production has been put on to you on for us by Phase 5. Productions. They started last year. Honey Dill was their first ever production, and we're back here. Caleb, Henry, Aaron, all the other guys, they're amazing. They're geniuses, and they're just like incredible people. Also need to really shout out Club Create. A lot of the hardware, a lot of the even manpower here is provided by these guys. They are also just super incredible. And so anyways, the climbers are now not up here anymore. They've gone back. They're gonna kind of hang out back there, just behind me, actually, just over here. They're sitting there. They're probably doing a little bit maybe more for their warm up so that they can be completely ready to go. And yeah, that's about it. That's about all we got until the climbing starts for us, and we should be getting started shortly here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Josh, we don't have. Josh, we don't actually have women's 3 a picture up for it, but my notes here is that it's actually going to be like this one, power dynamic. All I got written down. I'm taking a look at it. Yeah, this one, the women, when they go up, they're going to be flying. I guess that's just going to be a nice little surprise for you guys. Nothing's getting spoiled for any of you guys. Okay. And it looks like the MCs are off the stage here, and we are just about ready to get our first climbers up. Tim Lowen and Zoe Howland-Dewick. So Tim Lowen here, he's a guy that I've seen around here at the gym a lot. Like he's a super regular here. I mean, all of these guys are. They're all super regulars. They're the absolute best of the best. But Tim, he's a great guy. We asked him a couple questions. We asked all the climbers a couple questions just before we got started here, and we asked him how did he get into climbing. And he said, he lived in Europe for a little bit, and it was those damn Europeans that got him climbing. So I do have to actually say this. There is a little bit of a unfair advantage that Tim has here. He actually has a child, and so the thing is that he's the only parent who has ever made it to a finals here for Honey Dill, and so he's got dad strength out there. So here he is. He's come up. He's taking a look at M1 right now, and you'll notice that there's those taped. The tape there, and what the tape is that those are the 4-point starts, and so that means that the climbers need to have any combination of feet, hands, whatever on those and demonstrated control before they can actually move on. And so Tim's actually making quite a lot of progress here while Zoe's still trying to figure out maybe the start of her climb. And so Tim is just about close to what's called the zone hold there. And so, unfortunate fall for him, but you know what? He's still got quite a lot of time. He's got about 5 minutes to figure this out. So we're maybe about a minute in. And so he is, he was just at that pink hold there. And that's what's called the zone hold. And so when he gets to that, that's how he gets credit for kind of how far he's climbed. And so instead of it just being a winner take all kind of thing, we do assign some half marks here. And so in the scoring, obviously making it to the top of a climb is the most important thing, then followed by making it to the zone. And then after that, in case there's a tie break on the amount of tops or zones that have been happened, we get really into the nitty gritty of it all, where then we measure the attempts to get to the top and then the attempts to get to the zone. And it can get quite complicated there, but you know what? Don't worry about it. We've got judges who are, highly skilled and incredible people who will have that all figured out for us. If there were to be a tie through all 4 of those stats, it would go down, unfortunately, to just like the ranking that they came into this finals with. And so we've got Zoe on the left side here. She is, just kind of working it through that start. That start is a really hard one. When I was actually, kind of talking with some of the setters and getting it all started here, it actually looked like you have to be facing the outside. Here we have Tim, just got the zone, and now he's kind of up to that, up to the finish there. Okay. There we go. Just getting set up. Those are small holds. Those are tiny, tiny holds that he's on. Those are tiny, tiny holds that he's on there. Like, literally, like, if you look at the tips of your fingers, it's maybe like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters on the tips of his fingers that he's holding those little crimps with. And then he's actually has no foothold there on that gray volume. So there's that replay. Yeah, just his foot sliding off, unfortunately, there. Here we have Zoe trying to figure that out. I know that, you know, the intended beta, I think, might be to face out, but the big thing is that with the, you know, with climbing, like, any way that gets you to the top is the correct way to get there. So if she has to, you know, face the wall, you know, do a 360, okay, you know, whatever it is that she's got to do to get up is the right way to do it. You can actually see her trying to, like, because those gray volumes, like those big triangles, they're actually like screwed onto the wall, and so sometimes you can actually grab the edges of them, like where they meet the wall, and because these climbers are so strong, they can actually get so much out of that. I can't get anything out of that. I'm also not a good climber. These guys are. Here we have Tim going up for about his 4th or 5th attempt there. Oh, 3rd attempt, 4th attempt. Okay, going back up, cruising it to the zone. He's got it figured out. He's got 4 seconds left though, and time ran out. Just not enough time for Tim today. Okay, we have our next climbers coming out. We have Nolan and Nolan Swanson-Billick and Talia Bertrand Meadows. Nolan is only 17, and guess what, guys? He's not even the youngest out here. Zoe, I think, is actually, I have her age somewhere here. I think she's actually 16 or 17. But Nolan, he's been a youth climber here for years. We asked him, how did he get into climbing? And he said his mom brought him in when he was very little. But then he also said he's only been climbing for 3 years. So I don't know if 14 is that young at all, but he must have meant earlier. And then on the other side here, on the women's side, we've got Talia Bertrand Meadows, who is a climber that I haven't seen actually climbing here too much, but she has been, you know, maybe just missing, you know, climbing at different times. But she actually, you know, goes out to school in Regina and out in Quebec, and so she's actually just here she's on a little break. So she thought she would sign up, and here she is in the finals, climbing for everybody else here. We got Nolan taking his time. Okay, it's very slippery, those volumes. Talia seems to have the start a little figured out, trying to get a little bit of a drop knee in there. Yeah, trying to. That's crazy. And she is just trying to make it work. Got 3 minutes, 20 seconds, so she's got tons of time to figure this all out. Look at that. There it is. Okay. So now she's got to that hold, and now she's got to figure out how to position herself. Oh, yeah, getting that positioning to make it to the, figuring out that positioning to make it to the final, or the zone hold there is going to be tough. Here we got Nolan. Nolan was actually featured in a local Winnipeg climbing documentary about a year or two ago, and in it he said he'd love to make the Olympics. So, Honey Dill Style, I think, is a real great way to you know, get your feet wet in competition climbing. But like I said, he's been a youth climber here for years. So, but I believe that this is his first finals he's ever made. Same thing with Talia, at least in Honey Dill Style. Can't speak to other competitions. Thank you, Danica. I think I'm an okay climber. Not good enough to touch anything that these guys are on here, but decent enough. Okay, here we go. Nolan and Talia hopping back up onto the wall. Talia getting that foot on that little tiny tiny hold. And she's got to get that drop foot in, drop knee. There we go. Getting that toe on there, and I think she's actually got her toe and foot in a much better spot. We'll get her much further, potentially. And now... Ooh! So close. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to count that as a zone or not. To get it to count as a zone, it can be a little weird and a little strange if you're not used to kind of what we're watching here. But there, she did get her hand on it, but I guess the argument would be is if she made any positive movement on it. So a lot of times you'll see climbers, they'll get their hand onto a hold, and then they'll like do something where they'll like shuffle their feet, or they'll like, you know, match the hold, or try to make any sort of kind of movement on it. And what that does is if you can't like really pull off of the hold, it still shows that you had some sort of control over it, and then you get the hold. If she didn't get the zone before, she has for sure got it now. And she's got to press over and get that little tiny hold on that volume. So unfortunate. She just missed that little tiny hold, and if she had gotten that, I have no doubts that she would have stuck that. Here we have Nolan going for one more try. Look at that. What a great effort from Talia there. Got the climbs. Yeah. All right. And so that time finished there. Okay. So we've gotten one zone hold here on the women's side. So Talia will be at the top of our leaderboard currently. Now we've got Carly Lowe. Sorry, apologize for that. Carly Lowe out on for the women, and we have Hunter Gudmundsson out for the boys. Both of them getting a fast start here. Okay. You'll see that Carly just tapped her toe to that start. She doesn't actually need to use it. All she needs to do is get her foot on it, and as long as she's got like the 4 points held for like a brief moment, then she can start to climb however which way she chooses. Carly's favorite climber is her husband, Nate Lowe. We all love Nate Lowe. He's a local climbing legend here. They got married just last year in a beautiful ceremony. On the blend side, we got Hunter Gudmundsson. Again, you know, he's one of these kid climbers. He's been climbing here for years, and every day it just seems like it gets better and better. And you know, oftentimes I'll be trying something, and he'll come and he'll just do this, and he'll just, you know, flash whatever project I'm looking at. I'm not bitter about it at all. Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Josh, for all your input in the chat there. That's great. I appreciate the clarity. Appreciate the help on clarifying some of the zones and you know, things like that. Okay. The men's problem is proving to be quite difficult. You know, it's very kind of tenuous. You know, as soon as your balance falls off just a little bit, you're going to be spit right off that thing and back to square one. Tyler Wong's favorite climber is also Nate Lowe. I have a sheet here with most of everybody's favorite pro climbers, and Nate Lowe came up more than Adam Anja or Janja Garnbret. So, you know, I think that's really saying something, and if anybody should be representing us at the next Olympics, I think it should be our very own Nathan Lowe. All right, Hunter setting up here. Almost got that zone. He just was off by a little tiny bit there. And again, right, he got his hand onto the hold, but he didn't, you know, demonstrate any sort of positive movement off of it, so that one will not count for him. And I mean, if we're looking at you know, just kind of like the time over the course of the competition here, these zone attempts may end up being a really important part if we do get like some pretty good ties going. How did Hunter stay off? That was unreal. Hunter getting the zone there through some inhuman strength. He went up for it and then didn't quite have it and came back down on these tiny climbs. And here we go. He's set up. He's looking at it. He's looking at the top. He's okay. Now he's showing off. He's just got a no hands rest there. That's nice for him. He's got 50 seconds here, so he really should probably think about taking his time to try to get a bit of that energy back. Here he is. He's committing now, getting both feet over, dropping that left foot down, and now that's a tiny hold. He's got to figure out exactly where he needs to get his hands. There you have it. Hunter with our first stop of the night, and he'll get to rest an extra 30 seconds more than everybody else so far. We have Carly Lowe going for one final attempt here. Excellent climbing from Hunter. Carly is going to run out of time. So we're halfway through our first round. And Carly's going to have to get off the wall there. Unfortunately, that once that time goes, you are done. So there are other comp styles where, you know, as long as you're on the wall, they'll let you stay up there, but not this time. So here we have Jake and Sophie, both climbers that I'm not very familiar with. I've seen Sophie around, but I have to say that earlier today when I was climbing with all these guys earlier, that I have literally never seen Jake before. And so anyways, we got Jake out for the men, Sophie out for the women. Sophie, one of our younger contestants here, 16 years old, one of our youth climbers here, and she actually works here too. She instructs some of the little kids here. Ooh, bit of a fall there. And anyways, the notes I have here on Sophie is that she was hauled into climbing by her dad and hasn't really looked back. And then on the men's side, we got Jake. Again, literally never saw this guy before in my life, so I had to go talk to Tim to get some information on this guy. And what do I have here? I said that Tim had nothing but good things to say about Jake. He was super locked in today, flashed some of the hardest climbs out that were set today. And you know, can't count this guy out. He's an absolute sleeper agent, to quote Tim Lowen exactly. So we'll see how he does here. He's already made some pretty good progress, like getting just to the holds just before that zone there. And if he can get that zone quickly, that'll jump him up to second place. But you know, as it goes on, it might get a little blurred with those attempts to zone. Yet Derek, unfortunately, I'm not climbing. You know, my duty to the live stream is too great here. Okay, again, we're getting a lot of tough zone calls here, but I don't believe that Jake's attempt there would count. You know, he grabbed it, but he wasn't really able to like control the swing on his body. And so, you know, even though he did have a bit of like that movement there, that was more movement that was like kind of pulling him off the wall than movement that was demonstrating or showing control. So he's unfortunately will not get that zone counted. But he's back up on the wall now, going up at it, and that was, ooh. I think we'll have to wait for the judges on that one. We'll have to see what they say. But we've got Sam and Owen. I can see them as the judges there, and I think that there'll be some pretty big sticklers to it. We have Sophie still working on to that start. which is proving to be relatively challenging. And there we go. Oh, she's close to getting that start. And now, yeah, thanks, Joe. Josh, sorry. I think you are pretty correct on that. Josh, now correct me if I'm wrong here, but on this start for the women's, are you allowed to use kind of like any combination on the start holds? And are you allowed to also, like, would you be able to like put three, you know, like put two, like, before you've actually started it, would you be able to put more than the two limbs on a hold to get yourself situated to then start the climb properly? Or do you need to start at 2 and 2? If that made any sense. Anyways, we're in the last minute here of the climbing for these climbers here, for Sophie and Jake.
Come on, folks, let's get it to it. Come on.
Still trying to puzzle their way through these climbs. Yeah, that start proving to be quite hard. Will mean that she might have a little bit more energy conserved kind of for women's 2 and women's 3, but I don't know. Okay, that's looking like a start. There we go. Okay, that's good. Sophie taking her time here, getting situated. Okay, looks like we're just getting that zone, the zone for Jake, and unfortunately not much for Sophie there. But you know what? There's still 2 more climbs to go, and plenty of time to get you know, the zones and the tops that she needs. Here, we've got Alexa Howland-Duick. You'll notice the same last name, and no, you're not seeing double. These are twins. She does have a shorter haircut than Zoe, which makes that a lot easier for us here. And we have Kyle Bethke on out for the men. Got a quick start there, but getting flung off like a lot of the. Yeah, getting flung off there. Alex taking their time, getting that start. Kyle hopping on too. Got about 4 minutes left here. Kyle's setting up to get the zone, and just lost his balance a little bit there. Alex getting into a good position there. Right. Making it. And now she's got to make the big move to the zone. Oh, just didn't quite like how she was set up there. Coming down to get resituated. But every time they go up there, they get a little bit, you know, they get like a little bit more information, a little bit more of a way to figure out how to get to the top here. As much as climbing is like, you know, just like you need to be strong as hell, you also need to be like really smart about the way that you do climb these. So probably all of these climbs are well within. And there we go, Kyle getting that zone. Now he's gonna have to figure out that way to the finish. That hold that his left hand is on is completely slick, so there's not much grip on it. So it might look like he's using a really good hold, but it's really quite not. Just his foot slipping off. But like I was saying just before, you know, Kyle decided to go, you know, climb really well, was that a lot of climbing, like probably 50, 40, 60% of it is just being smart. Like figuring out the right way to move your body to make things easier and to just like figure out the specific movements that you need to do. And so like this one that Kyle's on, for example, like a lot of it really comes down to the balance of the climber. And same thing with Alex there, right? Really coming down to that balance and how they are able to just kind of like, you know, place their weight so that they don't get spit off the wall. Here we go, Kyle back up to where he was before. Having to figure out how to get up to it, and he's got it, dropping that left foot down, touching that right hand. Now he's got to match it with his left. Oh! Just got spit off. So close. And here we go. Alex is actually, this is interesting. She's doing it a bit of a way that I saw some of the root setters playing with it earlier. So maybe trying to find something that might work a little easier. I don't know, maybe a little awkward. Might not be the way. Got 1 minute remaining. Yeah, Nick, being smart really helps sometimes. All right, here we go. Kyle set up. He's got all the beta figured out. He just needs to get that little bit of balance right, and then he'll be good. Back to where he was before. Got that right hand there. Has to push himself over to get that balance right. I'll figure out exactly how to hold that. And he's getting that left hand up. There we go. Kyle jumping to the top of the standings there. Got a bit of a tie for first and second, so we're going to need to see a couple more climbs here to get that all sorted out. Alex unfortunately not getting the zone here, so we still just have the one zone for the women's here, and so we'll see how our next climbers here can do. So we've got Tekla Hunter coming out and Moshtaba, and so we'll talk about both these climbers here. We got Tekla coming on up, taking a look. Feeling the start holds. Another really young climber. Actually, all of our women climbers are between the ages of 16 and 20, except for Carly, who is 27 years old. And then on the men's side, most of the men actually have a pretty decent spread. We got two younger climbers with Nolan and Hunter, and then kind of our mid-late 20s with Kyle, Jake, and Tim. And then we got our oldest climber, and I want to say our oldest climber to ever compete in a Honey Dill Style, Moshtaba, at age 37. Fascinating guy. I didn't have too much of a time to talk to him, and it's not because I've just never seen him at the gym. Well, it is because I've never seen him at the gym, but he just arrived from Tehran, Iran on Monday. And so he is a incredibly strong climber, and look at him go. Absolutely wild, that flexibility there. Like, he just said, nah, I'm just going to climb this differently. And I have a feeling Moshtaba might actually just destroy every climb here. He is a stupidly strong climber. His wife works as a route setter here. He himself is a really well accomplished route setter, almost becoming a IFSC sanctioned route setter. And yeah, I'm excited to, hear more about. Oh wow, just getting popped off a little bit right there. I have a feeling we're going to see him at the top of the climb here in just a minute. Yeah, that was incredible. And anyways, we got Tekla here on the other side, still working her way through the start. The start proving to be very, very difficult. But like Josh said in the chat there, you can start in any combination as long as before you progress off the start holds, you show that you had, whatever combination of limbs touching those start holds as they required. So for this one, it would be 2 and 2. And other ones, you might have to have, each limb on 4 different holds, things like that. So here we have Tekla just chalking up. Moji just brushing off some of those start holds, taking his time. And it looks like he's actually getting some more tape on his fingers here, so hopefully he's feeling all right to continue. Here we got Tekla getting that start. Okay, she's going to have to. She might have missed it there. All right. We've got both. I think Moji actually might have actually cut himself there, but I'm not too sure. It looks like the judges are saying he's good to go. He's getting it started. Tekla, Moji both jumping back onto all the holds here, onto the climbs. Tekla getting that start. Moji walking through that start, making it look easy. We got into the final minute here. And you'll notice that Moji only has jumped onto the wall once, and there we go with that insane beta again. Grabbing onto the dual text volume. I really need you guys to know that there's really nothing on that. Like, Moji getting settled, getting that left foot over, getting that left hand there. He's going to have to come on over, bring his right foot. And here we go, right hand. Now let's see if we can get the match. Crowd's getting excited here. He's got 15 seconds. He's got plenty of time to figure it out. He's just got to relax a little. 10 seconds. Okay. He's got 5. Amazing. You know what? This guy, he's doing it for the crowd. He's doing it for the crowd. He could have finished that in the first minute. He wanted us to all. He just wanted us to. You know, he's a people pleaser. That's what I know. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, well that concludes our first round. Thank you, Jamie. And that concludes our first round. Here we are. We're going back to the beginning of that start list. We got Tim Lowen back out and Zoe Howland-Dua coming on out. Okay. So Zoe there is on the far right climb. You'll see that one is a full 4-point start. And so she can actually jump up onto it, and then she has to bend down. But getting that right arm down, you know, the wall kind of at some point just starts to get into the way a little bit. Here we have Tim gearing up to go for that zone. Yeah, just not really sure exactly where he needs to get his hand there, but maybe just a bit more left and then might be able to catch it. Zoe is taking her time here on these slabby and almost near vertical climbs. We're going to see climbers taking, just kind of taking a breather through it. That is not Tim giving us the finger. That is Tim exercising his superhuman finger strength for all of us to see. But like I was just saying just before, is that Zoe, when she's hopping onto this, like, you're going to see her like taking her time. Like, she's not going to be like really moving too fast. And that's because that in those moments, right, it's all about just like that little bit, how she balances, how she, moves along, right? So it's incredible kind of climbing that I love. Still peeking in the mic. Maybe I'll try to get less excited for you guys. I think I might even be able to hear that in my headset, so I'll try to be a bit more conscious of that. There you go, Zoe still just on the wall there, taking her time. All right. She's got to figure out how to move out left. There is a head in the way, and I do believe that there is a little tiny green chip that she needs to get her foot onto. Here we have Tim's gearing up, going for another one, and just not quite enough. He is going for that far side of the hold, and the really nice part of that hold is actually on the right side, but it's going the complete wrong way for him. So he does need to get his left hand all the way around, and then he's going to have to control that swing. So even if he does get his hand on there and his body starts swinging, for that zone to count, he's going to have to like plant that left foot. I don't know. Oh. Okay, here we go. Tim going once more. He's got to use that dad strength. Really gearing into it. Yeah, that is a rough dynamic movement. Kind of dynamic movement I love, but I will not be able to ever do that at this stage. Maybe next year. Here we go. Zoe actually getting her foot finally onto that chip, and now she's got to rotate over. Yeah, just that tough slip. Tim gearing up once more in the final minute. Yeah, Tim's just trying to kind of do anything to change that up a little bit. Okay. You actually, so we got Zoe coming on up again, getting that foot out. So she's moved a little bit further, and now she's actually made some really positive movement. And if she can make it just a little bit further, she can get that zone that she desperately needs at this stage in the competition. Okay. All right, Zoe getting her hand onto that zone, but it just not quite enough. 5 seconds left. Tough competition so far. These women's routes are not easy. Same thing with Tim there. Pretty tough start to the competition, but you know what? We've still got one more climb to go, and anything can happen. Okay, we got Nolan and Talia coming on out to see if they can try their hand at these problems. Okay. Nolan getting a quick start here. Talia just trying to figure out how to get off the ground there. She's got the start. Nolan's loading up. Again, yeah, just that sloper there. That dynamic move to a sloper is really killer. If you look closely at that hold there, you'll see a lot of white on it, and that's like the chalked up part. But then you see like that like pure pink part. That is all no texture, which is really hard. real hard to really get any kind of anything off of it. Okay, here we go. Both of them coming back on, getting started. Talia reaching across, just getting her left foot onto that little tiny chip, getting her right hand onto that, or left and right hand onto those volumes. Coming up, okay, so you see how she has her right hand planted onto the green volume. She actually moved her feet quite a bit there when she had her right hand on that volume, and I think that should count as a zone. Oh, nice to have Gian into the in the chat there. Hey, Gian. Gotta always shout out Gian when we see him in the chat. Local Winnipeg legend who moved on to Vancouver to just keep doing his thing. So love it when we can hang out with Gian. Okay, Talia getting set up again. Okay, getting that hand on the big green hold there. Yeah, hard to move off of that. Really hard to move off of that. It's like you're kind of just like hugging. It's really like you're just hugging that big green hold. Nolan getting closer. Again, wow. The chat is a who's who of Winnipeg legends here. Steve Kesselman. If Steve was climbing in the comp today, I'm sure we'd see him in here. There we go. Talia making a bit more progress, which is really good. You know, two minutes left. 2 minutes left, plenty of time to keep puzzling it out and to figure it all out. We also got Justice in the chat too. Big shout out to Justice. All right. Talia hopping back on. Let's see if Nolan can get it here. Ooh, you can see that he had his right hand pop out. And so with that right hand popping out, that really just kills all that forward momentum that he had. Talia getting spit off there too. It's proven to be a really challenging night. These route setters, you know, really trying to squeeze the best out of all these climbers. Okay. Into the final minute of the round for these climbers. Both getting geared up. Oh, and yeah, just not quite able to get any positive grip on that hold. And when I'm telling you that it's when it's sloping, it's sloping. Hey, good to have you, Kevin. Shout out from Binghamton. Just got their first gym. That's great. The Hive opened up here about 4 years ago, and Winnipeg is better for it. These climbers, everyone is better for the Hive opening up here. The quality setting, the quality facilities, everything that Corey has built here is amazing. Okay, Talia moving fast through those start moves, trying to get a little bit of movement through in the last couple seconds there, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. She got a zone, which is turning out to be really, really, really big. It might not feel like it. Might feel disappointing to only come out with a zone, but looking at the rest of everybody, those zones are going to mean a lot. And I don't know how much the athletes are talking back there, you know, if they know how well each other are doing, right? But they do know that the climber has been spending 5 full minutes out here, so they can maybe deduce that there's not a lot of tops happening, but I'm not sure how much they're thinking about that. Okay, so here we have Hunter and Carly, both getting quick starts. Hunter having a little bit of a foot slip there. Carly making it through on her first attempt here. This is the kind of climb that I know Carly is great at. The slab, taking her time, figuring it out. This is where she excels. She will be locked in and in the zone. Also, just like Carly, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Hard not to have anything bad to say about her. I mean, look at that picture that they have on her card. Kind of tells you all you need to know. Okay, Carly. Still on her first attempt. She's been on the wall for about a minute and a half, and that will probably be a zone there. Just trying to figure it out, suss it out. Hunter, meanwhile, is sitting on the ground, taking his time, trying to figure out the best way to go. Carly figuring out how she needs to grab this zone hold to make this work. Hunter's pulling back on. Ooh. Hunter trying something new there. He went more for like the top middle part of the hold, and just the dual techs just spit him right off. So trying to figure out something new, kind of using most of the same beta as all the men before him. Carly, after about 2 minutes there, got spit off. But I think that like as you move through these slabs, they're not like physically demanding to climb, but they are very like mentally taxing, right? Like every second you're thinking that like I might just get like, you know, you might get like spit off like because of just like a foot slip or something like that. So it can be really hard, and you know, just depending on how balanced you are, like it could really, you know, you could be really quick through them or you could be really slow. And so Carly already climbing a little bit faster, maybe feeling maybe a bit more of the pressure of the time here. There we go. Okay, Carly figuring it out here. We got that top-down view on Hunter. Ooh, and just the foot slips. Really, really getting in there. Again, and another foot slip on Carly's side there. Hunter gearing up here, loading up. So, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference in the beta there, but what Hunter is doing is he's not really throwing his whole body over. He's actually kind of like pulling up more on that like right, like where his right hand is, and he's trying to go much more controlled over so that he has less of a swing to account for. And so I don't know if you could see it there, but like he's not like flying his body over. It's really like he's like pulling up and reaching out left, if that makes any sense. Okay, about 35 seconds left here. Hunter really wants to get this zone. Proving to be a challenge. Carly back to her previous point, and again, another foot slip. We'll end that round with a flash zone from Carly. And unfortunately, nothing for Hunter. So a lot of this is going to come down to this final climb, it seems. Here we have Jake and Sophie. Both pulling on, getting quick starts, figuring out the starts quick. Jake actually trying to go to the zone from the start holds. Okay, now trying to use that intermediate. See that he's starting with his hands crossed. He's trying not, like he doesn't want to match that second hold. But that might leave him too wound up so that when he is moving off of that, it might, I don't know, might just create too much momentum into the equation. And yes, Jake loves pinches. I think it was Hunter that loves footholds. Sophie having a hard time on getting kind of past the start here, but looking actually quite comfortable there. Getting off, and ooh, yeah, getting that foot. A lot of like getting like kind of full body weight into like that like falling foot. Proven to be a bit of a challenge here. Jake's still kind of struggling with these with this beginning here, but now we go. He's getting set up. Now he's trying to building that dynamic move. Yeah, got his hand on there, but we've seen a lot of hands on that spot, and haven't gotten much more out there. Sophie trying to slow that down a bit. Ooh. Not quite enough. Got about 3 minutes left here. And both climbers kind of, we're really seeing some really, really difficult climbing here for men 2 and women's 2. Here we go, Jake. Oh, actually, I think Jake got a little bit of purchase there. That's going to be really inspiring for him to keep kind of trying. He got real close there to making that work. So let's see if we can get it here. Ooh, yeah, not quite as close that time, but you can see that he's moving with that energy. He's moving with that intensity. He knows it can happen, and he knows that he was really close to making that work. Sophie's still trying to figure out that just the starting sequence here to get to that zone. Okay. Jake going with his right hand now, swinging, and you can see how his hand just kind of stops on it. He's getting something, but I think that, I don't know what he needs to do here. Like, just pull harder, I guess. I'm not too sure. Sophie made some positive progress on that last one. She's getting also very close to that zone as well. Okay. Got Jacob scrubbing the holds there for Jake. And Sophie, oh, just losing her balance there once again. Here comes Jake, final minute. Moving that right hand in, gearing up. Almost. You can see that he's getting close, like he's just slipping off just a little bit there. He's just got to get a little bit more purchase, and we might see some good things here. Hey, Sophie, almost. Ooh, not quite. Okay, all right. Get some new climbers out here, and we got Kyle Bethke on the left here. We got Alex Allen Duick on the right. Kyle making a quick first attempt there. Just gonna have to feel it out a little bit. Alex just stepping on for the first time here, demonstrating an incredible amount of balance there. Getting that left foot onto that zone, she's looking good. Kyle also looking really good there. But Alex slowly moving out left. Slowly moving out left. Okay, just taking her time. A lot of these slabs are, you know, it's really just about taking your time, demonstrating patience. Here goes Kyle gearing up. And Kyle gets our first zone on men's 2. That was big. Now, considering that there's only one more climber who has to go after Kyle, he and Moji are the only ones who can get a zone on this one. So that will be really, really big in the event of any kind of tie break. Yeah, Derek, as a actual climber, these all seem impossible to me too. Kyle going once again. Making his way over. And he's going to have to move all his weight over and try to get his right hand onto that same hold. On the right side there, if he's able to get his weight over, that hold will actually become really good. If he's not, you know, hold won't be really good. We got Alex hopping on again, making their way over, just taking their time. And you can see she's grabbing in like that little bit where the volume is like screwed to the wall and actually getting quite a lot off of that. And so, you know, sometimes the route setters really hate that kind of thing. You know, they try to control for that, like try to really create a way for those climbers to have to take a specific way. But you know what? Once it's up there, any way they get up there is the way that they get up. So it's on them to figure it out and to make the most of it. Yeah, Kyle is one of the strongest guys I've ever met. It's kind of stupid sometimes. in climbing, I feel like there's like this like funny thing where like, I don't know, like climbers like are really lean and they're not really like super jacked, but as soon as you like see them like grab onto something and like every muscle in their arm just like starts popping out and you're like, whoa, okay, this guy's actually yoked. Kyle's one of those guys. Here we have Zoe coming back up, using that volume, getting a little bit further. She's getting into a spot, and she touched the hold there, but she didn't. Ooh. Now, a lot of times the way that these climbers are coached, right, is that like if they can get their hand onto the zone to just like shimmy their feet around, and all that's doing is guaranteeing that they get given the zone. I don't believe that she demonstrated enough there to get the zone, and I think I don't know if she needed to come back down for the balance of it or what, but she really could have possibly saved a zone attempt there if she had maybe been trying that a little bit. But I have no doubts that she'll get the zone this time. And quick work. We got about 45 seconds left here. There goes Kyle again. Ooh, that right hand popping off. Now, Kyle, and yeah, thanks Josh about how much they're allowed to talk about previous climbs or upcoming climbs or whichever, but Kyle may not know exactly that he's sitting in a pretty decent lead by getting that zone, and so he's going to keep kind of trying because he doesn't know like if everybody else got the zone or if that top is going to be super important, and so he kind of goes to the end there, calling it there with about 5 seconds left, and Zoe unfortunately not getting a zone either. But here we go. We've got our last two climbers out. We've got Moji and Tekla. And let's see if the magic's gonna happen here. If we'll get a top on the women's side, and if we'll get a top on the men's side here. I know the crowd is dying for a top right now. Moji only got here on Monday. He's using chalk that's imported from Iran. He's already become a huge favorite. Tekla got that start figured out. Moji slipped off on his first attempt, so we're on the second one here. There he goes. Oh. Little couple slips. He's going to right himself here. And go. Oh, and he didn't quite get it. Going to need to get that hand a little bit to the left, a bit more. But if you took a look at how he was doing that, like he was really like trying to control his swing a bit, trying not to enter a lot of energy into the equation. The more energy in the equation, the more you got to control it once you get the move. And here we have Tekla going, getting her hand onto the hold. And there we go. That's a zone hold. That is huge. So she's probably going to be tied pretty closely with Carly here. The crowd is into it. They are going nuts. We are here. Tekla having to get on top of those big green holds. She's just trying to get set up here. And she's good. There we go. And the match. That is big for Tekla. That is a big smile on her face. She is real happy to be there. Real happy to get the top. The only top of women's too. Puts her near the top of the standings. And again, here we go. We got Moji here. Going for the finish. Oh, I see what it looked like he was looking to get his left foot onto that volume there. Ooh, he is getting creative. Yeah, it looked like he really wanted to get his left foot to where that pink hold is on the volume, that little gray volume. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Where's everybody watching from on the stream? I see we got 123 people out there. Where are we watching from? Moji coming on again. Ooh, just slipping off. Got some Calgary, Ontario. Watching from home. Perfect. All right, well, we're happy to have you all with us. And thanks for making the stream huge. 127 people, that's great. Moji gearing up. Ooh. Just slipping off. He's got 1 minute left. Leona made your own chicken fingers and your own honey dill. That's perfect. Love that. I should have got someone to bring me the chicken fingers before they ran out. Getting hungry. All right, Moji, let's go. Come on, Moji. Ooh. Starting to feel a bit of the pressure here. Ooh. Ah. And Moji's calling it there. Yeah, Kevin, we got some Skrillex bumping in the background. I think we got DJ Matt ripping tunes the whole time in the back. Okay, all right, here are standings after the first 2 rounds. We got Kyle Bethke with 1 top, 2 zones. We got Moji with 1 top, 1 zone. Hunter following closely behind with 1 top and 1 zone. On the women's side, we got Tekla in the lead with her 1 top and 1 zone. And remember, she's got that 1 top, so that puts her in front over everybody else because no one else has a top. So we got a couple. We got Talia in second with 2 zones. Carly, Alex, and Sophie all with 1 zone each. And Zoe in the back of the pack here with a 0 top, 0 zones. And so hopefully Zoe can come out right now and get onto the leaderboard here. We've got tight races across the board, and it's all going to really come out to all of this. Tim here going for a little bit of a beta break. Went straight up instead of outright, which, again, like I've been saying the whole time, any way you climb it is the way that works, right? It doesn't really matter. Once the route setters have put it up there, it doesn't matter. So he's gearing up for the big dynamic movement. Ooh. I have a feeling we're going to see a zone from Zoe soon. She's just got to enter into that with a little bit more speed. She'll get her hand on there. It'll be a bit of a swing, and then it's kind of like a double dyno, a bit of a paddle. So she'll get that big hold and then pull herself and propel herself to that to the zone hold that's on top of that volume. And we're going to see some huge swings. Hopefully. Hey, Tim, still going with the same beta there. Ooh, might actually end up working out for him here. I am curious to see how this goes. Zoe getting back onto the wall here. Gearing up. Gonna see the big move here in a second. Ooh, just gonna have to do a little bit more to get that body weight over. We have Tim going into the prescribed beta here from the route setters. Again, this is all just like how they figure it to be. Okay, Tim, big catch right there. Getting a little toe hook in. Zoe going, gearing up, getting ready. Ooh, looking to slow it down a little. Tim touched the zone, but he's not going to get a zone hold there. Same thing with Zoe. Going to have to really actually grab that. Oh yeah, we got Fiona from Bangkok. Fiona's on vacation, but she does also live in Pakistan right now. Okay, Tim going again, going for his original beta actually. Interesting choice after he got very close, but he must not have felt good doing the intended out to the right beta. Zoe getting geared up. There it is. That is it. Huge from Zoe. Getting that zone, getting on the scoreboard, and she is cruising to the finish here. Okay, just slowing it down a little. She's taking her time, getting a little set up a bit more. And now she's got to really put herself out there to get that right hand and the eventual match on that yellow hold. Ooh, not quite there. Got Tim on the left side here. He did get a good hand on the zone, but I'm not sure if they awarded it to him. I don't think they saw good enough movement from him. But let's take a look again at that. Well, I'm a couple seconds behind here, but there's that replay. Zoe just now, you know, making that look easy. 15 seconds. Tim's calling it a day. Oh, and Zoe coming down. She's going to end her night with just that one zone. And I'm getting some looks from people. That was huge. That was really, really big. Great job for Zoe. She's an incredible competitor. She's still really young. She's got tons of competitions ahead of her. And I have no doubt that we're going to see her in many more finals. She actually has made a finals before now, to think about it. I'm pretty sure she was in a Brass Monkey finals. That's from a different gym in Winnipeg. We got Talia coming out and Nolan. Got the young guns out here. Nolan going for that straight up beta too, going straight to the big ball. Talia geared up for the big move. Ooh, actually slowed it down. Going controlled. She might have to speed it up here. Oh, she's fighting that. She fought that dynamic move completely. And there we go, the flash zone from Talia. Big, 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 big. Getting up onto that crescent hold. Reaching out to that volume, trying to get onto anything. Nolan taking his time on the left here. Talia still fighting the holds. Sometimes I like to call bouldering pebble wrestling, because on the particularly small boulders it feels a little ridiculous what we're doing. Here we go. Oh, and Talia coming down, but getting that zone on the first go is actually really huge. She will need to get a top to get into first place and to have a shot at coming in first, but right now she is in a strong second. Nolan fighting this hold. Okay. Ooh. And again, got his right hand onto it, but didn't quite demonstrate the control that we need. Taking a quick break there. All right, Talia. Ready, going a little faster here. He kind of, has it kind of figured out a bit where she can take a bit more. Ooh, maybe a little too fast. Still got to demonstrate a bit of that patience, so she's not wanting to do the big dynamic movement like that Zoe did, for example. Nolan here going back with the traditional beta. Just missed the right hand. That big green ball does actually have a hold in it. where you can grab it, and it is actually pretty okay. It is a little slopey in the hand, but yeah. Talia coming back in here. Going up, coming back down. It's going to be a little difficult to get back up there. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll see her back at the top very soon. Nolan going back for his original beta here of going straight up. I'm really curious to see this work. But again, yeah, there he is. Okay, he's getting that, ooh, got a hand there. He's got to get something to, really got to lock that foot in. Ooh. He wasn't able to get his foot into that start hold. And, oh. Big swing from Talia there. Demonstrating good control. Okay, 1 minute left. 1 minute left here for Talia to get it finished. There we go. She's got that left foot there. She just fought real hard to get that there. She's going to have to get her body over. Yeah, it's a real challenge, like to get all the way over to the right. Like it actually does require a bit of a dynamic move there. Talia racing back on. Talia's got 10 seconds here. She's gonna have to really move. Come on. 5 seconds. Crowd's counting down. Oh, and just not enough. She is sitting in a really, really good spot. And I want to actually say that I don't think many of the climbers can actually compete with her here. I think she's really locked into a second place. Yeah, I think she just won second. So so great climbing from Talia. We got our next two climbers out already. We've got Hunter Gedmonson out for his final climb, and Carly Lowe. Carly really looking to get a top here, and to actually, I guess if anybody gets a top here, they will bump Talia out of that second position. So I guess I was incorrect there in saying that. But anyways, Carly is back out here, looking to get another zone, looking to add to her score. Again, we've got really tight scores here, so we should be able to see some pretty good changes to the standings here. Ooh, Carly taking a bit of a tumble there as she was trying to transition from the big crescent hold to the big jug for the zone. Okay, Carly gearing back up, getting ready to go. Focused in, moving. Okay, trying to slow things down a little bit. We got Nolan Hunter starting up again as well. Doing the same kind of beta, going straight up. Carly still making her way. Oh, and Carly is getting called down. Her left foot touched the pink one. We call that a dab. She's got to come down. She's got to come down and restart. She can only use the yellow hold there, and even though it was an accident, she fixed it right away. We had Sarah, the judge, coming in and pulling her right down. Only way to keep it fair. Right. Hunter stretching out. Carly getting back quickly to where she was before. She's got to be careful on that left foot in the dab zone. Just missing the zone there. Hunter making some good movement here. But again, really remains to be seen if this can happen. Okay, he's got his right hand there. And, ooh, We got Hunter asking if that's a zone. I think they said no. Talking to the judges. Owen is also his coach from when he climbed the Swarm and through all the youth programs. So I think Owen has no problem saying no. That wasn't a zone. All right, both climbers coming back up. Hunter really going to want that zone after he got just so close to it. Carly stretching out. Ooh, yeah, just not quite getting the hand that she needs to get onto that zone hold there. That swing does prove to be pretty challenging to control. Hunter getting up here. We got 1 minute left. Okay, Hunter's making his way over. You can see him gripping the corners. You can see him like crimping on the edge of the volume there. The Swarm is the youth competitive team. So, Josh, you can speak to that. You were part of the Swarm forever. I think you age out when you turn 17 or 18, something like that. So I think, or 16, I don't know, something like that. Hey, Josh, Hunter giving it another go. Looking comfortable, looking good up here, but he does need to get something onto there, and that's a zone. And there we go, that will be a zone. And a foot slip right at the end, just as he almost started to go right for the end. And let me tell you, I don't know much about this climb, but I do know the end. And once you get that press up and you get your feet on top of those big green holds, you are pretty much at the end, and you are in the clear. So he really just ran out of time there. Too unfortunate for Hunter. But again, kid's young. He'll be in a lot of these finals to come. I'll be saying his name forever. Okay, we got Jake and Sophie out for their final climbs. Both of them just trying to figure out what they got to do here at the beginnings of these climbs. They're all quite cryptic. It's turning out to be. Meaningless. I wish I could call it illegal when climbers are too flexible. As a guy who is very unflexible myself, it always kills me when I can see, especially some of these like youth competitors, like come and like put their head, put their foot up near their head and like actually still be able to use their leg. I would say that's unfair, but it is fully legal in the sport of climbing. Here we have Sophie trying to get her foot up there. Okay, now she's getting called down from Sarah because she did not establish correctly. So she has to get the 4 points like she just did right now, and now she can continue on. Okay, Sophie getting set up here. Oh, just kind of missed that bit of a balance point there, and didn't quite move forward with enough oomph to make it to that hold. Jake still trying to figure out the start of this climb here. Jake's still trying to figure out the start of this climb here. Trying to, we're not actually seeing the beta break that we're seeing from a lot of the other guys. So, oh, actually, here we go. I spoke too soon. There we go. Now he's climbing up onto the big green hold there. Got to come out right. Looking strong. Yeah, Nick, it's really interesting. It's really hard to actually see his legs because all of a sudden his like feet pop up out of nowhere, and I thought he was just really short, but then he's got feet somehow attached to his legs, so that's kind of crazy. Anyways, in seriousness here, coming back up, Jake getting up to that big green hold. Getting his feet situated. He's looking pretty comfortable, but it does seem to be that the rest of this is where the difficulty lies. Yeah, not quite enough there. Sophie getting started again. It's a clean start. Here we go, getting ready. Ooh. Yeah, the holds are attached to the wall. Like, you can see like a grid of all those dots there. Those are all T-nuts, and the holds are drilled into there. And then they usually get 1 or 2 extra screws just to set them in so that they can't spin anymore. So, it takes a lot, actually, to get all of this really set up. The gym has been closed since Thursday. They took every single route down, cleaned all the holds off, and then set everything specifically for this day. And so the whole gym, we're only seeing one section of the walls. There's like probably about 4 to 5 times more wall space here. And there were different climbs on this wall earlier today. So before the competition was even set up, or before these guys even showed up, all the holds had to be taken down in about like less than an hour and then put back up. And then before the first climber came out, they were still trying to, get everything properly situated and properly, put on. And which is why I couldn't even show you some of the pictures, because like women's 3, for example, is completely different from how they had it set up even just days ago when they initially set them up. Both climbers here heading out, going back. Their night is done. No zones for either climber. So we got Kyle and Alex Hallenduik out for, as the penultimate climbers here for the night. Alex with a crazy start there. Very different from what we've seen. Kyle making this look easy so far. We'll see if it continues to be easy for him. Kyle, not sure if they're going to give Kyle that. I'm trying to see if the judges are indicating anything there. Can't really see much. We'll see if they update the online scoreboard. But Kyle getting back on there. Alex also very close to getting a zone there too. Hard to watch 2 things at once when exciting things are happening at the same time. Alex hopping back on. Making this start look very easy. Going. Getting that left hand to just graze that yellow jug. Not going to be enough. Just going to have to give a little bit more oomph next time. And she's got that zone for sure. Kyle making his way across. Going to reach out for that zone soon. Kyle actually looking great right now. Teasing us by not grabbing that zone. Who needs to control a zone with their hand? Let's just use a foot instead. And Kyle getting that left foot. Once he gets that there. He doesn't. Doesn't happen to be tall enough to get that. Incredible climbing from Kyle. The judges just spoke for a quick second. They're talking to Kyle. It doesn't seem like Kyle's going anywhere. Kyle may have actually touched the top of the wall there. And I think that I'm unsure if they're making... Alex just got the zone. Alex just got the zone while I was discussing the Kyle controversy there. Huge climbing from Alex. I'll explain what happened with Kyle in just a second. Alex is just trying to get really set up there, leaning the body over. That hold is very far. Ow! And just, ooh. Gonna have to really control that swing. That's gonna be a tough climb to finish. Okay, so Kyle's actually not out anymore. I see our head judge walking around. I think we might actually be fine. I think Kyle, yeah, on the replay there, it's interesting to see if that affected him at all while he was climbing. But it seems like maybe the judges have said that was okay, but I'm still seeing some conversation happening in front of me. So Alex is our only climber out right now. Kyle is in the back. I'm still seeing some conversation in front of me, so it seems like they might be accepting that from Kyle, but I don't know. Just depends on, I guess, how into it they want to go. But that's for the head judge to decide. Nope. I think Kyle's done for the night. I think we're good. I think he gets that climb. But anyways, let's stop being distracted by that. We got Alex climbing, one of our only competitors to hit that zone and to get so close to finishing it. We got 30 seconds left. Can Alex finish with the top? 22 seconds. Now, Alex might be grabbing their stuff and, chalking up one more time. Nope, they're. Oh, so Kyle can't get a zone with a hand. Interesting. Or with feet. That's interesting. But they will still count a zone even if they get, will they add a zone in if they get the top? It's just like that it happens at the same time. I'm actually, interestingly, have never heard that before. Makes sense. But we've got our final climbers of the night. Moji coming on out, and Tekla. We are in for some good climbing here. Tekla just trying to go slow up there, but just kind of had a bit of like a finger bobble there. I know back in the day, Josh, that they used to call it a bonus, and if you skipped the bonus, you didn't actually get it. But I think that may have changed when they changed it to what's called the zone. So I think that they still get it, even if they break the beta a little bit. Anyways, Tekla back on, getting her hands onto that big crescent hold. And, just did not get a good grip with that left hand and slipped right off. I have a feeling we'll see a zone in just a moment here. Moji going for the beta that everyone else has been opting for, going straight up, going out right, got his hand there, and that will be a zone for Moji for sure. And now you can see him just working off of his fingers a little bit. Got to open up those hips to get that left foot up. Tekla slipping off the zone once again. But Moji looking really strong here. Watch the top of the wall with Moji. Got 3 minutes left, so he's got plenty of time, even if this takes a little bit. Gonna grab that little tiny hold, and Moji. There we go. There we have it. Moji shows up here on Monday. Becomes one of the strongest Winnipeg climbers there is. He's loving the crowd. And there we go, and Tekla gets her zone as well. And I think that solidifies Tekla at the top as well. But she's not going to be happy with that. She's going to want that zone, or top. She's trying to get something off of that volume. Moji's here for business. He is here to destroy and upend Winnipeg climbing as we know it, and I'm here for it. Tekla with lots of time, 1 minute, 50 seconds. Lots of time to claim the title as Winnipeg's best woman climber. Loving the discussion in the chat here, guys. Keep it going. And our last minute and 15 seconds. Tekla's gearing up. Coming out one more time. Eyes focused, laser focused on that crescent hold. Ooh, big fall there. Hey, 48 seconds. Chalking up there, taking her time. All right, getting back on it. 33 seconds left. More than enough time. Gonna have to move quick though. Get through the beginning stuff that she's done before so that she can get to the final bit. Ooh. They really set that so that people fall on their face. All right. Looks like Tekla is chalking up. Or nope, she's calling it right there, I think. 3 seconds left, and there we go. Oh, okay. All right. So we have Kyle, who has 2 minutes left. So he did dab on the top of the wall there, and the judges have declared that that was a dab, but they have awarded him with 2 minutes. He touched the top of the wall. Kyle touched the top of the wall, and so they were worried that that impacted the climb in some way, and so now he is back out. But he's just out here for a victory lap, honestly, at this point. Look at that. Just walking up there. Those are jugs. Kyle's out there. And that's it. Perfect. Good climbing from Kyle. Way to just like let that roll off of him. You know, that could really get in the head of some people, but Kyle, I think Kyle just wanted to go have the stage for himself, honestly. He's loving it up there. I think, you know, if they wanted him to go back and climb every climb, he would go do it right now. He's having fun. Anyways, here's that replay. Just making that look easy. We only saw 2 people get to that spot, himself and Moji, and that looked chill. Incredible climbing from everybody tonight. That was really, really awesome. Huge finals we had there. Most of these guys, most of these women, men and women, had never climbed before. Here we go. Our finals, our standings. We got Kyle Bethke in first. We got Moji in second, Hunter in first, and then we got Tim, Jake, and Nolan following it up. Incredible climbing from all those men. Electric. I don't know what to call it. For our women, we got Tekla in first with 1 top, 2 zones. And we had Talia, as I called it, maybe incorrectly, but at the moment, but correctly now. Talia in second with 3 zones. Alex in third with 2 zones. And then Carly, followed by Zoe, followed by Sophie. Really, really incredible climbing. It was really tough out there tonight, but they really, really did their best. Okay, all right. So we will take a quick advertisement break from some of our advertisers who generously sponsored our stream, and so we'll be back in a moment.
What healthcare professionals do takes blood, sweat, and tears.
Whatever your limits are.
Whatever your limits are,
Go beyond.
go beyond. Whatever your battles,
Whatever your battles,
fight through it.
Whenever you lose, recover.
Whatever the challenge, overcome.
whatever your path, stay true.
You can do it, but you may have forgotten why.
Let us remind you.
You're ready. You may not know it yet. Square One can see it in you.
Whenever you doubt, go back to square one.
Get ready for Real Rock 19, brought to you by The North Face, also supported by Yeti and Black Diamond.
It's fucking scary.
Real Rock 19 brings you 3 world premiere films, The Cobra and The Heart.
Even with the coldest ashes, the fire can burn again.
Riders on the Storm.
We're here to get wet and cold and suffer. Riders on the storm!
And Death of Villains.
Kai and Joe. You never would have put the two of them together.
I had so much self-doubt, but Joe knew that I had what it took. I'm not going home empty-handed.
Coming to the Park Theater on April 2nd, Real Rock 19. Tickets available at accmanitoba.ca.
Thanks again. I have to ask, what is it like driving one of those things?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's heating, cooling, sewer and drain.
At the Hive. New Manitoba and Kenora bouldering guidebook. Holy crap, that's insane. And goodies from Evolve, Rhino Skin, Repair Lotion, and North Face hat. Laura Heath. Laura Heath. Here you go, Laura.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Oh, we got some t-shirts for throwing. Where we go? Oh, there we go.
Manuel's got the arm.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Don't know what size they are.
This one's sick. 1 month membership at the Hive. Some flash gear. Some Rhino Skin Performance Lotion. And some flash apparel. Victoria Hill. Victoria Hill.
This one's an actual tin you can keep, though. That's
Victoria Hill, if you're in the house, come up to the front. Jesselyn's got your prize. Number 6, Bubble Tea Prize Pack from The Alley. Sponsor The Alley. Tina Ma.
Let's see.
Number 7.
This side here.
Head outside with a Manitoba Rock Climbs guidebook. There's a picture of me in that book. See if you can find it.
All right, welcome. Welcome back, guys. Just while everybody reads out those, while Dan, our illustrious MC, and Emmanuel, while they read out all these door prizes while we wait for the standings. I'll just I'll read out some of our own sponsors. I mean, the first things first is like we got to really shout it out to these guys with Phase 5 Productions. I mean, they're incredible. Like the professionalism from all these guys, like the amount of like hardware and just pure equipment that's here is unreal for a local climbing competition. To put on the quality that these guys did, and like they got me all this stuff. Like they got this headset, like all like I felt like John Madden earlier today when I was writing on this when I was writing on this iPad. Like it's amazing. So these guys, they're incredible, and of course we also have to shout out the huge collaboration with Club Create. Without them, none of this really happens. And so I think it's just amazing that for such a local event, this year we didn't really get many people traveling from far and wide to come to compete. I mean, Moji was moving here, so he came to compete. But I think that it's just it is really amazing with how much they were able to provide of just like such a high quality stream. Like I'm gonna go watch this back later and just have my mind blown. But we've got lots of sponsors to put on this event. The gym shuts down for a couple days to provide this for everybody, and so they need a little extra help to make that happen. And so all of this wouldn't be, able to even happen without these guys. So ACC Manitoba, they've got Real Rock coming up. Real Rock, I forget which number, 19. I wasn't actually watching the ad, but it's coming up. So if you're in Winnipeg, you should really go check that out. I'm just making sure that I'm not getting hit by anything that they're throwing into the crowd right now, because there's like missiles like everywhere. But anyways, Activate, Barnhammer, Body Logic, Coast Mountain Collective, Unparalleled, Cranked Energy, Don't Tell Comedy, Enigma Escapes, Evolved Flash, Fort White Alive, Kenora Rock Guide, and we really need to shout it out right now, the new Manitoba Kenora Rock Climbing Guide. This thing is amazing. Chris and Matt, who are also deeply involved in this competition. Chris is the head judge, Matt is the head route setter. They have spent the past 3 years going out through all of Northwest Ontario, cleaning, scrubbing, discovering all these old boulders that have just been forgotten about, and they created a new guidebook. It's absolutely incredible. They had a couple prints of it. You can pre-order it now from their website. It literally looks like the Squamish guidebook, any guidebook where thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people climb. We have that now for Manitoba and Kenora, Northwest Ontario. It is all covered. There are hundreds of boulder problems. If you are watching from anywhere else in the world, you're coming through Winnipeg, you're going through Kenora, you're driving down the Trans-Canada, you need to stop in Northwest Ontario and go bouldering. The rope climbing's good too, but I'm talking about the bouldering guidebook, so you gotta go bouldering. It's awesome. And you message any one of the guys here, they'll go with you. They love climbing more than anybody else, and it's an absolute passion project. I'm really excited. I have it, I'm not a big outdoor boulderer myself, but I just might be now. I think I'm one of the first people to order it, so I'm really excited about it. Anyways, moving on, La Sportiva, Organic, Petzl, Prairie Summit, the North Face Store, Rhino Skin, Rocky Mountain Books, Rogue Vinyasa. Also, that music that you've been hearing here, they've all been spun by Matt, and him and his wife, just started up a new yoga studio, Rogue Vinyasa. Gotta check it out. Sheepdog Coffee.
North Face gear, courtesy of Prairie Summit. Shout out to sponsor Prairie Summit.
Just coordinating with our producer there. Sheepdog Coffee, The Alley, The Basement, Umedo Donuts, which are just actually being thrown to people right now, and Woolsey Kombucha. All of these guys, these sponsors are incredible, and local, national. All of these guys are really, really, really awesome. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the YouTube chat here, just seeing what some of the people are saying there. Yeah, check out Josh afterwards. He's a brilliant guy. He's one of the younger guys here, so he's like climbed with all these former Swarm athletes. Really, really great climber. He's actually got like, it would have actually been really nice to have him next to me here, but maybe next time, because he's got a really good competitive kind of outlook at all of this. But anyways, we're just about through all the prizes there, but this was an amazing competition. You know, a little less climbs, but it meant that just the athletes had so much more to give every single time, which was just incredible to watch. I mean, it was a lot of fun. The crowd was like really huge. Had a lot of fun with all of this. And so, anyways, yeah. If you're from anywhere else and you're watching this right now, and you ever find yourself in Winnipeg, you got to come to the Hive. It is a franchise of the much larger Hive kind of corporate structure, with most of their gyms out in Vancouver, and somehow Corey Cuthbert, the gym owner here, just managed to convince Andrew Coffey to, hey, you got to invest in Winnipeg, man. It's happening here. We're a huge city. We're just about 1 million people. We need another gym. We already had a gym. We actually had 2 gyms, but it's amazing to have a third one now. And, Corey, he's a really great guy, really, really nice dude, just the kindest person. Actually just had a baby recently, baby Callie. Carrie's, his wife, has been walking around with her strapped to her chest for most of the night, evening, day, and she was just kind of passed out the whole time, which was really cute to watch. But anyways, there will be a mini trade show, prizes, and building full of passionate climbers, along with one. Okay. All right, so we are just about done the prizes. Yeah, I mean, they were difficult climbs this time. I think this was probably the hardest Honey Dill Style since it was conceived 4 years ago. Basically, 4 years ago, Corey and Andrew were like, we need to do a competition. We're a gym. We need to have our annual competition. And I've climbed in every single one. I think I'm officially the third, I think, member of the Hive. And the only reason I'm the third is because they were practicing with the system the day earlier, and so they sold 2 memberships before they could actually get to me. I was the first retail member to come in, and I remember they opened up during the pandemic. It was like a really tough time. It was really hard. I know Corey was like super stressed out, but we're here. The gym is thriving. There's hundreds of people here, which is incredible to see. It is amazing, really fun having everybody out here. But anyways, like, even just like in like what this competition has become, it's almost it's almost unthinkable of how big it has become. In our first time running this, myself and Dan, who is one of the MCs, we're the MCs. And it was super fun. And I remember Henry was running around with like a GoPro attached to a live stream that just like went straight to like Twitch TV or YouTube or something. And it was like, and I think he just like had so much fun. And I think that like planted this idea for, what this stream could be. And then the year after, I remember I hosted the live stream. And we had a bunch of like extra equipment or something from the U of M, and this one guy had like access to all of it, and he just brought in all like this old equipment, and it was me standing at the back of the gym with like this switcher, and I could just go between camera 1 and camera 2, and I couldn't actually see most of what was even happening, and so it was just so funny. Because then last year happened, and that was when Henry, he told me, and this is like a direct quote from Henry, he got the Avengers of live streaming together. We're good. Sorry, just think I was going to knock over there. All good. And And anyways, he like tried to get together, you know, the Avengers of live streaming, and he basically did. Like, it turned into something like that was like here, all the way to like I can't even like reach my hand high enough, and like the new levels that we've reached it to this year, it is amazing. Just I don't know, just incredible. So anyways, they're just reading out the final door prize here. The really big one where they're giving out like 2. And there we go. We finally got our final winner for all the door prizes. There were 19 of these things. The last one, they were like handing out like 2 pairs of shoes and just a whole box. Like this kid right now, man, this is like a kid. He's got parents who can buy him all this stuff. I need this. I'm not making enough money as a teacher. I need more. Oh, wow. I guess parents spend enough money on their children, so... that kid deserves it, I guess. That's fine. Anyways, seems we're just about here for the final to bring out the final climbers for the podium. It's just like an FYI, like our system should have been perfectly fine, and like the leaderboards should be completely accurate, but again, you know, there could be like translation errors between paper to the digital, so there may be room for small errors, but I think we actually have the scoring pretty well right now. So we'll have our finalists and our winners announced just shortly once Dan gets through saying all these sponsorships. I'm beating him to it. He's too slow. This guy's got to hurry up. Dan and I are roommates, so I've known Dan for a really long time, so it's really easy to rib on him sometimes. But anyways, we hope you guys had a really fun time watching. We're just about concluded here. Oh, we just got a shout out. Everyone's clapping for us. Now people are looking at me. Looks like they're still figuring some stuff out, so we'll be need a recount, Kevin. I think they're double checking everything right now, making sure that it's all good. But I think we might have it pretty well settled, but we'll see in a minute. Hope you guys all had a good time watching. Producing this stream is always just like such a highlight for me. Being the face and the voice here is super fun. Also, I haven't really mentioned it yet, but we really got to mention the Climbing Association of Manitoba, which I'm saying that it just as Dan is saying as well. But the Climbing Association of Manitoba, they're a relatively new organization, and they're doing all they can to get recognized as a full-on provincial sport organization, which opens them up to tons of public funding. But right now, we have so many youth athletes who compete in all of these different events, and all of that is made possible by CAM. CAM is a wonderful organization. Dan, our MC there, is actually one of the members of the board, but it's run by, I believe the president currently is Mario Ferreira, who is the one who runs the gym at the U of N, the University of Manitoba, which is a great gym. And anyways, so the Climbing Association of Manitoba is is an organization that's doing all they can to really promote youth climbing, and like, I mean, look at who is climbing here: Tekla, Alex, Sophie, Zoe, Nolan, Hunter. All of those guys were or still are our youth climbers. Like, they climb in juniors, youth A, whatever it is. And so clearly the Climbing Association of Manitoba is doing a ton of work here. They're really involved in providing the competitions so that these kids have a spot, have a thing to kind of aspire to and to get to. Every year we have multiple kids who go to regionals, go to nationals, and as a shout out to CAM, Climbing Association of Manitoba, they are hosting Western Regionals. So we're getting kids from BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba coming here to the Hive Winnipeg to do their best. And so they are announcing the winners of all the categories, and so we will cut to them.
Female. Morgan Sachin, 3rd place. In 2nd place, Catherine Vielfior. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And in 1st place in beginner female, Honey Dill 2025, Yeyoung Wan. She's not here. She's watching online. A big cheer for Yeyoung online. Make sure she can hear you. All right. You want to do beginner male?
Yeah, it's beginner male. In 3rd place, Joshua Bosman Monterbio.
Let's go, Joshua.
Also on stream, he's watching the stream. Oh, okay. Cool. 2nd place, Keaton Mitchell. There we go, Keaton's in the room. Also on stream, okay? And in 1st place, Tony Lee.
So Tony.
There we go. Give it up for Tony, everybody.
Tony.
And next up for intermediate females, 3rd place, Shelda Graham. There we go. Sheila. Oh, Sheila. In 2nd place, Ellen Bay. And in 1st place, Nicole Robeck. Woo!
You sure you get to stand on top? All right. Intermediate male in 3rd place, we have Julian Kresz. Yeah, come on up. Come on, take the headset off. In 2nd place, Ryan Luke.
Give it up for
He's
Ryan,
coming.
everybody here.
He's coming. And in 1st place, intermediate male, Teg Darawal.
And here it is.
Oh, it's beautiful. That was awesome. All right. In our intermediate gender diverse category, in 1st place, intermediate gender diverse, Kaylee Hibschman. Is Kaylee here?
Kaylee in the room.
Kaylee's not here.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, shout out to all the streamers.
All right. And we have an advanced category this year, which is very exciting. third place in advanced male, we have Dexter Lee. Let's go, Dex. In second place in advanced male, we have Sam Haight. Where's Sammy? Let's go, Sammy. Get up there, buddy. And first place, first ever advanced male Honey Dill 2025, Joshua Lacroix.
Next up, we have Masters Female. In first place, Sheila Graham.
First place Masters. Come back up here.
Next up in Masters Male, in third place, we have Dan Newfield.
Danny!
Second place, Robert Murdoch.
There's Robert.
Here comes Robert.
Slow, controlled.
And in first place, Matthew Reynolds. Now time for the open female. In third place, Alex Howland, do it. In second place, Talia Bertrand, Meadows. And in first place for the open females, Tekla Hunter.
Let's go, Tekla. And for our last category, open male, Honey Dill 2025, third place, Hunter Goodmanson. In second place, climbing in his first ever Honey Dill competition, second place is Moji Mojtaba. Crowd favorite. First place male is Kyle Betsky.
Can we get one more round of applause for all the contestants that competed today? Amazing stuff. Congratulations to the winners.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to hand it off to Corey now for the final thoughts.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I hope you all had fun tonight. For those of you who don't know me already, I'm Corey. I'm the managing partner here at the Hive in Winnipeg. And I'd like to say a huge thank you to, well, obviously all of you for being here. This is a great show. I feel like it keeps getting better every year. Yeah, huge thank you to our amazing route setters. We worked hard all week to create these super fun boulder problems. So let's hear it up for them. The boulder problems they create push us all to climb harder and smarter, and we couldn't do this without them. And they work hard. Don't you worry. It's been a crazy week for them. So I don't think they have fingerprints left at all. So good time for them to commit some crimes or not. I don't know. Don't do that. Also, a special shout out to our incredible staff and volunteers. Their hard work behind the scenes, from registration to keeping everything running smoothly, doesn't go unnoticed. They're the backbone of this event, and I'm so thankful for everything they do. This year especially has been one of the easiest on my side, so I'm really grateful for that. Thanks to our DJs for keeping the energy up all day. Special shout out to Andrew Coffey, the founder of the Hive, currently DJing in the back. Obviously not music right now, but he will be for the after party. Also for Andrew having that vision of opening up the first bouldering only gym in Canada over a decade ago now. Can you believe it? Also, huge shout out to our photographers and Phase 5 Productions. Thank you for capturing these unforgettable moments, so that many people can be a part of this experience, no matter where they are. So that stream, there's people watching it from all over the country and even beyond. So great work, and thanks everyone for that. Every year, I'm amazed seeing this event continue to grow, and having you all come together, supporting one another, and pushing yourselves to new heights is what makes this event so special, especially to me. You're the heart of this competition, so you know I'm proud of how far. Like, look at this crowd. This is huge. Like, look at it. And you know, obviously, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your passion, your dedication, and for making this event truly memorable. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
All right, hello, welcome back, guys. We are just looking to, we're just trying to find Tekla and Kyle right now. They seem to have, disappeared as soon as they got off stage there. So we're trying to bring them back and get in front of the camera here. But like I said, this was an amazing competition. Hey, Dan, get over here. Hey, come on in. So, what a show. Yeah. So here we got Dan. Daniel is our MC for the night. He's also a board member. Actually, we just found Tekla. Get out of here. Goodbye. We'll talk to you later. Move over.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't want to say that.
All right, come on over, Tekla. All right. Here you go. Here's the mic. So, first of all, the first Honey Dill final. How'd it go? How are you feeling?
It was good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling pumped. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Yeah.
It's a really long day.
Yeah.
How did you find getting out in front of the crowd that first time? Were you nervous, or how are you feeling?
I thought I was going to be super nervous, but I was more excited. Like the cheering, it really helped. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd that's like super behind you all the way. They just want to see you win, you know?
Yeah, they want to see everyone win,
and
which is great.
It's funny because I feel like this would be a sport where like people would be happy if everyone got a gold medal, you know? Like if everyone just went and crushed it all, they'd all love it.
It's so supportive.
I've got one major question for you. So you're pretty young, you know, you got a whole future ahead of you. I saw that Yanya Garnbrett's, you know, your favorite climber, as she is everybody's favorite climber. How long until you're gonna, you know, surpass her and reach the level that she did? Because I think you're pretty close.
I say give me like 3 years.
3 years?
3 years.
Okay.
I'll be up there.
Perfect. 3 years. That's great. Thanks for coming. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Tekla Hunter, everybody. Mario. Come here. Okay. I thought that just before we get Kyle in here, Kyle is waiting in the wings there, but just before we get Kyle there, I really wanted to get our friend Mario in here.
Hey, how's it going?
Mario, he's a huge community member, great guy. He is the president of the Climbing Association of Manitoba, and I just wanted you to come out here and talk a little bit about what Can's doing and some of that stuff. I know I'm getting you off right on the hop here and putting you under the gun, but
no problem. So yeah, Climbing Manitoba, we just finished a season, so we're happy about that. We keep growing every year. Our membership keeps growing, and our community fundraiser events coming up April 13th at Park Theatre. We're showing VIMF, Vancouver International Mountain Film Festival. So we're hoping to see a lot of folks out there too. Here at the Hive also we're going to be hosting youth regionals. So that's coming up for us as well. So we're going to see a lot of our Manitoba athletes that you guys saw here today competing at regionals, hopefully getting a chance at nationals representing Manitoba. So a lot of exciting things going on in Manitoba climbing. And we just keep growing, so it's all good is happening in Manitoba climbing.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mario. Before I let you go, what was one big thing that you liked seeing tonight? What was your big memory?
The big memory was on women's 3, the big dyno, cutting the feet was just epic.
Perfect.
So epic.
Love it.
It was a great event today. Thanks for doing this
awesome.
for us, Steve.
Thanks a lot, Mario. Can you get Kyle? Okay, so that's Mario Ferreira, really great guy, really good friend. And here we go, man of the hour right here. Here's Kyle.
Hey.
All right. Oh yeah. Can't put down that Honey Dill. Gotta keep it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So, Kyle, first finals here. How you feeling?
So full of stoke.
Yeah?
So stoked.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh. It's sweet to climb with everyone.
Yeah.
These boulders were insane.
They were hard.
They were hard.
They were really
They gave us a very good challenge.
Yeah, no kidding. Watching you on that second one, getting that zone, I didn't think anybody was going to do it.
Really?
That one was ridiculous. Like, everyone just slipped off, and then you stuck that, and I was like, this guy's a god. I can't, I always thought that of you, but today, I couldn't stop thinking it.
Dude, you're too kind.
No, I'm not. I'm just speaking the truth, Kyle. I had something more to say, but I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe right now, Kyle. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for coming in here and sitting with me. I'm hoping to see you in more finals, and I'm hoping I don't forget all my questions the next time you sit here and we interview.
No stress. This has been great.
Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot, Kyle.
No
Congratulations. Okay. All right. Well, and that's everything, guys. It was an excellent night. It was an amazing event. Honey Dill Style, 4th edition. It just keeps getting better. And if you're watching from far away, we want you to come. There is a cash prize. I totally forgot about that, but there is a cash prize. So, maybe that'll cover the gas to come here. Maybe it'll cover a bit of the Airbnb. But we want you all to come here. We want you to compete, and we want you to keep on pushing the envelope for Honey Dill Style so that we can start pushing these Winnipeg athletes to make it onto the national stage and the world stage. I think we're going to probably end it there. Thank you all very much. My name is Stuart Lintott. It was an absolute pleasure to be hosting once again. And from the guys, I know that they can't speak right now, so I'll speak for them, but from the guys at Phase 5 and Club Create, we thank you all for watching and tuning in, and we'll see you all at the next event. Have a great night.